were always either in on the joke or we like made fun of ourselves or made fun of the trope.
For sure.
Which I loved.
Yes.
That was always important.
To have a Disney show that didn't just go, we're a Disney show.
That was important.
Always trying to elevate above that.
There were some times that there was only a couple times I was really embarrassed. Like I was very embarrassed.
About it being too Disney? Disney.
Yeah. There was a couple of times specifically. Like I got pushed to have some big finish to the episode where Dean Moriarty and she race a car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we created off screen that there was a giant contest going on in the infield of the racetrack to build the biggest sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
And then we had them run into it. And then we just had them throw stuff on the windshield.
Right. But you wanted to go inside.
No, I didn't want any of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't want any of it, but they were pushing me to do something. And so I did that. And I guess to my mind, it was like, well, I don't want them to have to get messy.
Yeah.
So we'll have it thrown on the car windshield. And but I was like, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, and we had done that so much already in the first season with like the chocolate fountain episode and like, you know, the Gert barn. We'd already done like the food fight, got it messy. Like, let's move on.
That was a big thing they wanted more from me. And I was
like,
they
love that.
I'm going to ask you a question, but I'm going to tell Jennifer what I think the answer is.
Okay.
Are you going to do the sitcom thing where you step aside?
I am doing
exactly. Okay.
What did I say? Peter, don't listen. Okay. What's your favorite episode? You have to pick one.
I have to pick one?
Yeah. I've just told Jen what I think it is.
You think that's everyone's favorite episode?
Stop it. Come on.
Well,
it's
hard for me to pick one.
I know, but just
top three.
For the
top three. Can I do top three?
Well, say one of your top three.
He wants it to be this one episode. He wants to be everyone's favorite.
Okay, Wizards versus Vampires.
Okay, that's good.
It's no one's favorite. That's not but he wants it to be everyone's.
Okay, or Shakira.
Okay.
All right, you got one more strike.
Or I'm gonna say I don't know the title.
Oh,
it's the one where.
Oh shit! I
so
fucked
weird.
Up. Okay,
no, it's the one where.
Let the man have his favorites.
It's the one where Alex and Harper. It's the end of the Stevie arc.
Oh, okay.
And it's where Harper gets to sort of read Alex out. I'm like, I'm always there for you, and you're.
Is this through the
shit
window?
Yes.
Yeah.
Through the window. That scene with the two of you.
I love that.
That's
scene.
some good stuff.
I love that scene.
What was the episode you thought?
He thinks everyone's favorite is
Family Game Night.
Oh,
that's what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, I did love Family Game Night because there's a lot of hurt feelings.
So he literally, Selena was like, oh, because we were like, you should come in and we should watch another episode. And she's like, oh yeah, I already know which episode. And he goes, it's Family Game Night.
And what was hers? What was the one she liked?
Family Game. She hasn't told us yet.
Okay,
so
next episode.
So Family Game Night was great.
Yeah.
But because of hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Which is the episode that ended? I have favorite quotes from the episodes. There's an episode that ends with you saying, "Let's do a group hug," and Alex is like, "Why?" Like angry, why? And you yell at her because that's what normal people do, and it's just yelly while it's happening, which I like.
Which is exactly what the show was.
Yeah, for sure.
There was dysfunctional love.
For sure.
So we have to ask, and we've been talking about asking you this.
Yeah.
So for those at home, for the folks at home. I just feel so lame when I said that. I know, right?
Because you use folks.
Folks, yeah.
That's weird.
I mean, it's better than y'all, which is my
It is. Thanks to non-binary pronouns.
It works.
Y'all is making its way out of Texas into the world. Anyway.
I know. It took its boots around the world. But what I was going to say, so for the folks at home, Peter was with us from seasons 1 through 3.
Yep.
And then
gone.
He got tired of fighting the mouse.
No, they got tired of fighting the mouse.
mean,
I was not invited back to finish the show.
Yeah. And so the fourth season, so if you guys are curious why the third season, the 1 through 3 have a certain tone and the fourth is very different, that is why. And we were all very sad and we all missed that tone. So for the fourth season, how would you have ended the show?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
And if I may,
yes,
I just want to say the show changed and it became 100%. I don't want to discredit the people that worked on the show and what we did.
Our creative protector had left.
But the show became a different show. Sure. It became a totally different show after winning 2 Emmys,
Yes.
Disney decided to part ways with you, which was bullshit. Okay, so Jen is asking the question that I'm dying to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, we both are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how would you have...
So it's something I thought a lot about, and I think the way that I have to be fair to everybody is to say that I had, previous to being asked not to be involved, when I was having meetings with Disney Channel, we had just wrapped the movie. Mm-hmm. The movie was out, and we were shooting the 3rd season, and I had gone over to the tower to talk to them.
That 21st floor,
Disney.
man.
Yeah, 21st floor. The conversations had started about like, well, next year will be the last year and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I had said, well, I think execs had started to say, well, you know, and we're thinking about how we want to end it. And I had said, well, no, I'm going to tell you how we're going to end it. And they were like, you'll get a voice in there, but it will not be your choice.
Yeah, Disney loves to be told things.
Yeah. So, but I had already started to think about it. And what I wanted to do, and by the way, wouldn't it be great, because I've never seen 1 minute. What if I pitch this and it's exactly what happened?
It's
It'd be
not.
great.
I promise you.
It'd be great.
There's no
All
way.
right, so what I
yeah.
wanted to do is kind of go back to the origins and the underpinnings of the show, and I wanted to not disrespect, you know, the audience, and obviously in a show that we started off as an ensemble and that we all felt as an ensemble.
Yeah.
And that Disney and the world took, and, you know, and Selena blew up, right? And so it's obvious that they would want her to win, and I thought people would be expecting that. And so what I was hoping that the 4th season would be about would be the building of her and Mason's relationship, whatever the dysfunction that was existent in that. Because I think when I finished, my last episode with them was he was off in the woods and he'd been bitten by Juliet and he was going to maybe die or whatever, was to have him come back and have them kind of be good for each other and like fix each other and start to show like what a relationship that works that way. Like she can become a little more selfless and that would be going on while we're getting close to the end. And then I wanted her to win, but give it up because she's in love with a person who's not a wizard, just like her dad.
Exactly.
And I wanted a moment with her dad
beautiful.
where it's like, I'm for you doing this because love is love and you should do it. And so then David would get it. And that's cool because that's what David always wanted. That's what he always wanted. And then the big pullout that would have been really fun to do is I wanted to pull out of that. And then I wanted to have Harper, whether it's you or Rachel Dratch, but I wanted Harper reading that story to kids in a bed and be like, that's it. Because that was that person that had written all those stories.
Right.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was a real piece of my heart to those characters.
That's a much more than what ended up happening. That's a much more sentimental full circle thing, which makes sense because you were with us from the beginning, that you would be able to tie those loose ends and put those together versus, you know, trying to appease what Disney thought should happen and have this big contest. And I think they tried to add spectacle rather than heart, which was never what the show was about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are you crying
again?
I just wish we had
that would have
done
been
that
fun,
because
right?
that would have been.
It's beautiful.
It would have been really fun.
Well, then
I'm sorry. I you know what?
No,
I sat on a tack. That's why I'm crying.
I love that you cried.
That's awesome. That's
love
great.
That was it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
It's
it would have been
being
fun.
selfless. It's repeating the history.
Yeah.
It just is. That's what should have happened.
Yeah.
I've been waiting my whole life to hear you say what the end of the show is going to be.
And now you're now it was a good payoff.
Thank you.
That's a great payoff.
Magic
I'm glad
issue.
somebody liked it.
No, that's beautiful.
It's
So,
just so-
you don't have to answer this.
Yeah.
But
I can't believe I cried
kind
about
of
that.
I love it. I'm sorry, I'm dead inside. It's lovely.
No,
that
this
you're-
is why I like Jennifer.
It's the
She's dead inside like I am. If you don't think I'm driving home and I'm like, fucking made him cry.
yeah, but like that's exactly
A for Alex.
That's exactly what should have happened.
It would have been great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would have been great.
But also to everyone we've spoken to has, and then I'm going to ask you this question. Everyone we've spoken to has talked about how the ensemble was what made the show great, and the group of people and the collaboration is what made the show great. And I think that was the element that was missing in the fourth season that we couldn't hold on to because Disney inserted themselves a lot.
I know why I cried. Because I just found out how the show ended.
On your period?
Yes!
No, oh.
Thank you so much for watching that clip of Wizards of Waverly Pod. For the full episode, go check it out on our Wizards Pod YouTube channel. The link's in the description. And for bonus content, weekly, join our Patreon. The link is in the description for that too. See you soon.